Oh, we're back. I'm so excited. We'll let some people come in. I'm waiting on my mom. Join live as a guest. Hi. Hi, Sandy. Welcome in. How are you guys? Huh?
Is that Sally's friend?
No. Okay. Welcome as a guest. All right. Mommy's on here. Let's get it jumping. We'll wait for some more people to come in.
Hold on, I gotta turn my camera on too.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Are we opening up the panel today?
Yeah, we can open it up. I'm okay with that. Now let's talk about that though. Cause if a ninja get to acting like a ninja, before you let your mommy act like a real ninja, shut him down.
Well, we can pick and choose who gets to come up, and we get to choose that. So,
Look.
um,
Oh my god, that is hilarious. Oh my god. That is hilarious.
Oh boy. For anybody that's watching or just strolling past, you can stop and be engaged. This is Brown Culture Conversations podcast. We go live here on TikTok, and then we record our live stream and we upload it to our YouTube channel.
Which I've been lazy. I just did the clip. So I'm gonna do it this
You've been
weekend. I'm gonna do it this weekend so we can do it.
We're gonna do better.
We're gonna do better.
I'm excited though. Today's topic is nature versus nurture. So in love with this topic because you can literally spin this topic in every direction of life.
Yep.
Like every direction of life. It doesn't matter what it is. Trauma, narcissism, everything. So this is gonna be a really, really, really good topic. So maybe get them like another minute or something.
Okay, let me get me something to drink.
Okay.
I got stuff. I'm breathing.
Hi guys, welcome in. This is Brown Culture Conversations podcast. Today's topic is nature versus nurture. So we're just allowing for people to come in first, maybe like another minute or so. Let us get ourselves situated, and then we'll start talking about it. I'm a psychology major in school, studying for my PhD. So this topic is very important to me because we always talk about it in class with our professors, etc. So stick around. And we'll hop right to it. While we're here and we're waiting, we have a YouTube channel also called Brown Culture Conversations with an S. Brown Culture Conversations with an S. So whenever we go live here on TikTok, we take that recording and we upload it to our page. Hey, welcome in, Capricorn Finest. What's up? This is Brown Culture Conversations podcast. Hi, Teresa. Brown Culture Conversations. So today's topic is nature versus nurture. I think I have it in the
Hi, everyone.
description. Wow. Okay, so in psychology, nature versus nurture is the debate over whether human development and behavior are shaped more by genetic inheritance or by life experiences and environment. So your genetic predispositions will be more so nature, your genes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome in, JC. Um, and then your life experiences and the environment that you grew up in, not just poverty, but also what type of household you had growing up, will be nurture. So your
Mm-hmm.
parents, whether it was an abusive household or it was pretty subtle and healthy or whatever. So, yes. Mm-mm. So oftentimes, Molly, no. Mommy, my shoes is gone. Okay.
Tell him Gigi said he better be quiet and play with stuff. Or you come over there.
Hey, drink y'all. Bye. Bye, Mommy. Mommy, will you do that? Shh. Oh. Mommy, will you do that? So, my side, as a psychology major, I take the side of nurture the most in the nature and nurture debate because, again, nature explains the behaviors of a person in human development, cognitive development, emotional development through their experiences or in their environment. So, for example, let's say there was a child who grew up in a household and the dad was abusive to him, he was abusive to the mother, and he or she internalized that. Not saying that when they get older they're going to be abusive, but there's a small possibility that that could happen because of the experiences and the environment that that said child grew up in.
Okay. Now, let's take it to the other point.
Okay.
Nurture versus nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
I take the side of nature.
Okay.
The same example you gave. Grew up in a abusive household. You know, you believe that. Not saying they will be, but what's your percentage? You think that they are going to be an abuser?
On the nurture side,
Mm-hmm.
if I had to put it a percentage, right, as just like a psychology student or whatever, if I had to put a percentage, I would say maybe about 40%. And I know that's high.
Okay.
I know that's pretty high, but I would say about 40%.
So here's where I don't know on the actual percentage, but technically I'm gonna give the experience from my side, what I believe to be nature. Okay, I'll use myself as an example. From the age of 5 all the way up, I've been through a whole lot of stuff. Okay, from sexual abuse, molestation. You know what I'm saying? A lot of different layers of that thing, right? But it didn't make me an abuser. Okay, now I might be that 60% that you talk about, right? So we just have to look at it. So that's the reason why I respect nature and nurture, because in that space, it does it makes sense in certain scenarios, but in other scenarios it does not. Here's my point.
Okay.
Person grew up in a non toxic household, non-abusive household, and still turn out to be a ninja.
Hmm.
Nature.
That would be nature, right?
Nature.
Because of genetics and predisposition, right? And we can talk about
Okay.
that. We can talk about that because oftentimes we talk about genetics, but for me, I don't like to talk about science or things like that without adding spirituality too. Because to me, genetics also means the spiritual passing downs as well.
Correct.
Right. They could have grew up in a healthy house. You know what I'm saying? Everything was cool. And for some reason, the child could have been a complete psychopath. A complete psychopath. And then you'd be like, well,
What happened?
well, Johnny was, you know what I'm saying? He was doing good in school or whatever. What happened? And then the parents are blaming themselves. Like, listen, did the mom or the dad have somebody in the hierarchy of the family tree that was psychopathic?
So now I do believe that, but that's why it is so important in our brown culture to have these conversations, because it could be a fifth, sixth, seventh generation back before you even got here that had, you know what I'm saying, psycho tendencies
Yeah.
or molestation happened in the bloodline, okay, and it passed down, okay, because the saying is that it doesn't go to every generation, it skips a generation, goes to the next. Even in genetics it's like that. Because I remember when my mom got diagnosed with a heart condition, her mom had a heart condition, and all of my grandmother's children had heart conditions, different kind. Okay? Now, her doctor said, I need you to tell your children to get tested for a heart condition. It may not, the doctor was very clear. They may not have it, but then they need to tell their children because it has a tendency to jump generation to the next. I got tested. I don't know if my siblings did. I don't have a heart condition.
Right.
Okay? But that's why I told you and your brothers, y'all need to be tested. So that's where that thing is in spiritually, right? Like I said, 6, 7 generations, Uncle John was going in and molesting his sisters. And nobody talked about it in the bloodline. They kept it secret. So then that fifth bloodline didn't know about it. The fourth bloodline didn't know about it. The third bloodline didn't know about it. The second bloodline experienced it. Don't tell the first bloodline what we got. The same nastiness happening and not giving them an opportunity to break the generational curse. A lot of stuff that we deal with today is stuff that our ancestors have done, stuff that they went through that passed down the bloodline, and we've got to understand it and know it. And we need to stop thinking that everything is a physical thing. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience.
Yep. Very true. It's almost like the conversation of like, what happened first, the chicken or the egg? But it's literally like, it's literally like nature versus nurture go hand in hand. It really goes hand in hand. It just like this. A lot of people think that, oh, my son turned out homosexual or like men or whatever, right? Somebody had to have touched them. Somebody had to have did this or did that. No! It's not always like that. It's not. Do some people? Yes, some people have the nurture part, right? Where their experiences were, I got touched. You know what I'm saying? I got violated. You know what I'm saying? At a young age or whatever. And so that turned them on in that way. Right? Very right.
And stop there, because being somebody who has survived that, wrong language, that's not a turn on. If anything, that keeps you from connecting in a way with the people you want to connect with. Okay? If anything, not a turn on, right? But that's how you have mistaken that as love when it's not. Right? So therefore I do that to somebody because the person who did it to me, said they loved me, and in my mind, and what they did to me, because actions speak louder than words,
Very true.
I thought that that was love, right? So that person now fosters the move along in life, what? Showing that same action because they believe it's not love. So it's not like they like it. This has become a way of life. This is their reality. This is how, my therapist explained to me, that person that did what they did, that was their reality. That is how they injected what they want to impress because they couldn't speak because their voice was taken away. And it is true that a lot of abusers were abused, but there are some, again, that's that generational bloodline stuff. They start to do things, they don't know why they doing it. Here's my example. Take two little kids who live in a perfectly healthy household. Nothing is displayed in that household that says a boy should touch on another boy's.
Right.
Okay? And you saying to yourself, like, I'm not even letting him watch nothing. I'm not. He don't leave out of my sight.
Right.
Why do he want to
Helicopter
do that?
Mm-hmm. And remember, okay, so my children. So this is another thing. Also, so I want to say it, but I don't want to, because I feel like my mind start going in like different like rabbit holes and stuff like that.
But don't go down the rabbit hole up in the hill, okay? Have some control with your rabbit hole.
But you know what? We're gonna stick it right here where we at. You're right though. You're absolutely right. So, yeah. Again, I mean, I take more so the side of nurture, simply because I feel like, and this is just a feeling. It's not even like a definite thing. Nurture, because there's a lot of statistics. I just did a discussion question last night on this. There are statistics that shows that people who grow up in poverty experience more stressful situations, and then said stressful situations causes you to develop autoimmune diseases or diseases in general, because stress trumps your immune system, right? Trauma trumps your immune system, and all of these other different things. Even the place that the environment that you grow up in can have a way of shaping who you become. So then it gives you, it raises the question of, okay, well, because again, there are some people, right? Let's just talk about our brown culture conversations. There are some brothers who turn into gang members, right? And they were in the same environment as another brother who chose to go to college, or who he could have been homeless and everything. Hold on 1 second. Who chose to go to college. So then what was the difference between those two? They both grew up in the same environment, poverty. And let's just say they both had a single parent household. What would
You answered your own question though. So look, I need you to. That's why I take the side of nature.
Okay.
Okay? For that reason. Because you just said it. They had exactly the same thing. Okay? They both could have went the same direction, but they chose. So it is what your nature. It's what you choose. See, this is the other thing that I think has become something that we use as a crutch in the brown culture community. Is that, I grew up in poverty, so that's why I'm a ninja. I saw my daddy beat my mama. That's why I'm a ninja. No, you a ninja because your ass a ninja. Stop lying on your mama and your daddy. I'm being honest about that. Because some people choose to do that. Has nothing to do with the environment they grew up in. Has nothing to do with what they saw. Okay, so then here's the flip side to it. What about the people who saw that and didn't turn into a ninja? They chose not to. So a lot of things we do in life, let me tell you something. Life is about choices and options. Facts. And we allow our ego, our pride, and everything about us get in the way of to be able to make good choices. That's just what it is. Here's the scenario. You got a woman who go to work, keep a house clean, take care of children, she cooking, she going to church, she being that piddle light, she doing everything she can, and the ninja still cheat on her. So tell me, again, nature. That's that ninja nature. Has nothing to do with any outside circumstances of what somebody does or don't do. You choose the life that you live. You choose the life that you lead. You choose the choices that you choose. We got to stop living in these spaces where we want to put everything on everybody else. And you know what it's called? No accountability, Pookie Pot. We need to stop not being accountable for our own shit. Yeah, I'm talking about it. Because I see too many people that live in these spaces and then they be up here on the internet crying and shit about what you crying for now? Because you had a choice.
Yep.
It's up to you to do what you need to do. It's up to you to choose. If you know you're not right up here, go get some help.
Come on.
Facts. But you can't do that until you learn how to what? Be honest with yourself and stop walking around here with these masks on. That's the problem. The world has made us think we've got to be rich. We've got to wear the best clothes. We got to have the smallest shape. We got to be able to give our nu out anytime for people to like us. All this superficial shit. That's why we have so many people can't function here. Because they're wanting to be what? Validated by the world. I just did a thing on this. Let me tell you something. The best freedom I could have ever had was when I realized that I don't give a shit what you think about nothing over here. Baby, I promise you that there was the freedom for Wanda. Because listen, I know who I am. I know what I do. I know what I have accomplished, and I know the hell I've been through to get to it. So I don't need your validation. I don't need to wear the designer clothes. I have them, but I don't need to wear them not to impress you. Facts.
So I have a question. I have another question because I would just love to pick your brain. Right? So, what about narcissism? Ooh, that's beautiful, baby. What about narcissism? Do you believe that narcissism can be nature and nurture, or do you think it's one or the other?
No, I believe it can be nature and nurture, and here's my reason why. If you have a narcissistic family member, a mother or father, somebody prominent in your life, and this is what they show to you, okay, this is what you're going to show. The other flip side is, okay, it is some people nature to be that way, period. Period. This is what and listen, something is always attached to it. And you know what's attached to that? Ego. Ego is attached to that. I'm going to be a narcissist. I'm going to take, and I'm not going to give out nothing. I'm not going to be, no, I want to take what you got. Those are the people you call the 3%ers in the world. I'm looking for a come up every day, all day. I'm an opportunist. I don't give no shit about you. This is about getting what's for me. Okay? It's in their nature.
Whether it hurts you or not.
Yeah, they don't care. That's their nature. You understand? But that's the reason why we can't play with them. And we got to get their ass everything they get back. Facts.
The topic is nature versus nurture. And we just talk about different topics. So, gang members, narcissists, which one do we think that contributes to nature or nurture, or is it both equally? And so right now we're just talking about narcissism. Somebody asked in the comments.
So it can go both ways. I could have learned that in a household. I was controlled by a narcissist. So that's how I thought. And in that aspect, the nurture piece of it, So, it's like this. If my mama did it, then it's good enough for me. I'm telling you.
Conditioning.
Yeah, the best thing that any person can do is get a correct mindset. Understand why you do what you do and why you're doing it. Period. That mindset got to be right because this is what narcissists play on. They do what? Manipulation. Remember what manipulation is? All it is a mind game. They play with your mind. It's a mind game, right? It's a push and pull. It's a, you know what I'm saying? One moment, you like Mary Poppins. Next moment, you like Dracula. The push and pull situation. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to think about it. So it's both sides of the coin. It's not just one or the other when it comes down to them. Yeah, nurture and nature. But our problem is this in the brown culture. We always trying to give people a 50 million chances, always trying to fix somebody, always trying to see things from the higher perspective. Girl, you got to first know you to be able to do that. Because once you know you ain't going to let them play with you like that. You're going to beat them at their own game. Because they deal strictly here. They don't deal nothing here. It's all here. It's about what? Chess and not checkers with them. It's a strategic game they play with the mind. That's why when they jump in my inbox, I do the finger. Facts.
So that's good. So how would you know? So if somebody was to inbox you, I'm not saying that you know that they're like a narcissist, like right off the back or nothing like that.
So let's not say narcissist in this instance. Let's say somebody don't mean you no good.
Okay.
So I carry on a conversation. And I'm looking for one indication, and I will not say what it is on here, that tells me every time what you're about. Now, if I allow you to slip through and I keep letting you talk, let me tell you something. You're going to always, when you don't mean somebody good, you're going to always slip up. Our problem is that we want to look at them like they're good. No, I'm looking for what you're not saying. Facts. I'm looking at how your words are being worded, how you're talking to me. If you're not talking to me right, man, listen. I come out the back saying what it is. And if that's not what you want, you can keep it moving for me. And all the ones that's in a whole nother country, them the ones I do the finger with straightforward. Get on somewhere. I am, Kayla, I am the investigation, CIA, the whole 9 y'all. So I'm going to investigate you because I'm going to find out that it's a fake ass page. You're all the way in another country. I don't have no time for that nonsense. My time is valuable. If somebody wants to connect with me on a platonic or romantic, what I have said to my ancestors and to God is that I need you to let me know. And they don't miss.
Please.
They don't miss.
Expeditiously.
I don't got time to play with that. I don't have time to play with that. In any way, the biggest flex in life is learning how to treat people correctly. You got so many people now. We live in a time where there's so much manipulation. People trying to come up any kind of way. And this type of season right here is what? What is this season right here? The bombs come up off the street trying to get up in a warm house, cuddle up against the woman who go to work every day, who provide and do all of that. I don't got time for that weird ass shit. Stay over there with that. I'm not doing that with nobody. We good over here. But you need to understand that in order to understand that, you gotta crave your own emotions. You gotta listen. You gotta put that thing under control. Flash gotta be under control. All that's gotta be under control. Otherwise, you're gonna get in that trap. He gonna come in and he gonna sell a few good nothings and, oh, you're beautiful. Yeah, thank you. I know I am. And that's not finna get me to open up my legs.
And stuff.
Yeah, that's not finna get me to, no. Who?
That's scary.
But that's you learning how to self-validate who you are, learning that self-worth and who you are is everything. Don't let nobody come in and smooth and news you. And listen, If you looking for a come up over here, Pookie Poo, no. And watch this. This is what I know without a doubt. I am the abundance. I am the prosperity. I am the one who carries it. I am the one who puts the sauce on the sauce. So when you get connected to me, your life can't do nothing but blow up. But my job is not to connect everybody to me. That's that part.
Because it's not your job.
Look, and they ain't got no business being in a space they ain't been called to be in. That's that part. Because you could get these ninjas, and hell, you can't get them out your damn house. It's the truth. I got time for that. I learned a long time ago. That ain't what we finna do over here. So that's that part of understanding that some people are just inherently evil.
And it's
Fact.
literal demon, if you will.
But watch this. I want to challenge you in this way because oftentimes we look at people in different ways, right? Everything in life is a lesson. So if you if a narcissist or somebody who is a covert narcissist, it's all different kind, girl. Go down the line.
Oh.
Whatever, manipulator, whatever, right? If you are weak in that area that you need to be strong in, confidence. Whatever area you weak in, let me tell you right now, to strengthen you, yeah, one gonna show up. Okay? You got to strengthen yourself so that when they show up, you're gonna pass that test.
Yeah.
The hardest test that I had to learn in life, I kid you not, in this life was the art of detachment. Because I'm inherently a people's person. I'm an empath. Listen. I can walk up in this of you and I can feel the hurt and the pain that is radiating from you. And Lord, don't behold and let me hug you. I'm about to cry with you. You understand? But I had to learn because everybody is not deserving to be in my space. And this is not about me thinking I'm better than anybody else. This is about the mission that I carry. It's about the mission I carry. So I can't do that. You understand? And that's how you have to live your life. You can't allow everybody into your personal space. You can't allow everybody into your energy.
Can't have access. No 24 access. 24
because
hours.
they will get in there and they will wreak havoc. And you be trying to wondering how the hell did I get here?
And sometimes they just do it just for fun, just because you're an open book, just because they know that they can, just because
they found them one, a weak vessel.
You start withdrawing, child, it gets ugly.
Yeah. So you got to think about that. So that's where you learn. But detachment was one of my biggest lessons in life. And I passed that sapsucker, but baby, I went through hell to get where I am now. And you know what? Now that I'm in this space, now I see why I was being pushed to get to this space. Because we give so much of ourselves, and I've given so much of myself, and I've been open and honest and just, allowing people to suck me dry. Treat me like the doo-doo on their shoe. That girl don't live here no more. Be careful. Look. Be careful when you come towards the threshold of the door.
But listen, thank God for the journey, though.
Listen, I thank God for that journey. And let's talk about it because we talk about nurture and nature, right? So, nurture would be your family side, right? Nature would be who you are inherently, the individual, the person, right? But the hardest thing was to disconnect from what I knew to be true all my life.
Because
let's talk about it. Yeah.
Ooh.
That thing right there, that was the hugest and biggest part of what I had to do. And the second biggest thing I had to do was look in the mirror at myself and realize that I had allowed certain individuals in my life to hurt me. I allowed it. Why did I allow it? Because I didn't have the self-confidence I needed. I didn't have the self-awareness. I had confidence. I just didn't have enough. I didn't have enough self-awareness. I didn't have enough love for me. But when I had to look in that mirror, oh my God, I didn't like what I saw. So I had to grow, you know what I'm saying? I had to let myself go through it, be broken all the way down to be built all the way up. And now I don't give no two fucks ass about none of them. Because if you could do that to me and you came from my nurture side, I'm good. Have a great life. So this is what you have to do. And I'm telling you, if more people learn to do this, a lot of these narcissists, avoidance, all these manipulative ass people go somewhere and sit down. They ain't gonna have nobody to do it to. They ain't gonna have nobody to do it to.
Because there's no more
No more supply.
To gain from.
Baby, listen. I don't care about none of that shit over there. Because guess what? You should, it's a saying. Somebody said you should have, how does it go? You want me to care because when I don't care, ooh wee. I always used to say this, and I never knew the depths of how it ran with me, but I always knew that I'm either in or out. I had no in between. I've been knowing that all my life. I'm either all the way over on your side, or I'm all the way gone. I don't have no in between. Okay? But when I'm all the way gone, you're going to miss this. Because I was in your life for a reason, not just to be here.
Your intentions were good. Your intentions were true. They were honest. They were.
Listen. That's why when people choose, and it's a choice, I need us to understand, when people choose to backstab you, hurt you, manipulate you, mistreat you, be disloyal to you, you meant that shit. You meant that shit. And I'm going to mean to walk my ass on about your life and say, see you later. And not see you next lifetime either.
Right.
Blocked. Blocked. Not playing with that ass. Yeah. No, I want what's for me. I want things to come into my life that are supposed to be here. I'm very intentional about everything I do. Everything. From my job all the way down to how I deal with my family. Very intentional. Because I understand that, guess what? Any and everything cannot be in my life. Once I learned how to detach, baby, it was the best thing ever. I don't listen, all that dead ass weight, all that rotten ass meat hanging on to me, it's gone. And I feel light and airy every day.
Light and airy.
Oh my God, you don't even understand. Every day I get up with this song in my heart. I am so grateful. I gotta be grateful. Man, listen. We gotta get to it though. We gotta wake up. I'm telling you, we gotta wake up. And I believe this is why they've been pushing for me to do this brown culture community conversation, is because what I've walked through, what I've been through, the stuff that I've encountered, the stuff that I survived through, gonna help somebody to do the same. But you're gonna have to pay attention to what I tell you I did to get through it. Because if you don't, maybe not, maybe next lifetime. I don't know what to tell you. Like I said on the last live. Oh, nobody told me this and nobody told me that. Well, Auntie, here, is you gonna pay attention now?
That's almost in every family dynamic though. Not having that somebody to be able to guide them. You know, be open.
Let's talk about that.
The experiences that happen in the family and how how those experiences keep repeating. And then if it happened to that said person that's looking for the advice, they don't know how to handle it because they weren't told what happened. Let alone how to deal with it. Mallie.
You know, Mom, we became, I say in the latter about 8 years to 10 years of my life, we became so much closer. And one of the things that I used to always wonder about her, because the mom would only give certain advice. She wouldn't give you advice on all things. And now that she gone and I've had a chance to really sit with it, I really believe that there was a lot that went on in her life that she didn't talk about. She wasn't comfortable talking about it. And one thing I found out too, and I know this to be true, because I found out because I became her power of attorney, her medical affairs.
Yeah.
And I found out that there was a big time in life where mom was going through depression. She never said anything. I found it out through her medical record. And that hurt me because she felt like she didn't have anybody around her that she could share with, right? But then it made me look at my life and what I had been through and realize that mom didn't give a whole lot of advice. She didn't. She didn't, not like I have conversations with you. No. So
Why
I
not?
didn't have that. I believe because she was raised in a culture where, and this is something she said out her own mouth. Her mom used to tell them, "What goes on in this house, stay in this house."
Yeah.
So that's what it was. So her throat chakra was closed. She felt like she couldn't speak.
Because she'd be dishonoring or
Yep.
no whistleblower.
She would be dishonoring the family. But you know what? That is a generational curse. That's all that is. But it stops with Wanda because I don't give a shit. As brown culture conversation keep moving, it's gonna be some shit said that people ain't gonna like what's gonna be said, and I don't give a damn. I know what my mission is, and I know what I'm supposed to do. It's time out for hiding shit and people walking around here bleeding and leaking, hurting,
Get help.
trying,
Get
can't
help.
get through, can't get over, can't even get out the bed because they got shit hanging on to them that has been passed down from generation to generation. We stopping that shit. I'm going to speak and I'm going to tell it all. And so I just said to people, if you ever did some fuck shit or you ever was involved in some stuff, get ready. Because I'm getting ready to tell that shit. You go tell your mama, your daddy, and your grandma, and your grandpa, whoever the hell you need to tell. I'm going to expose it because it ain't right and it should not be happening.
It's healthy.
Fact.
Most
I'm
people
going to
might.
expose it because that's my job. And you can come for me if you want to, I'm telling you now, don't do it because somebody gonna be on your ass, and you ain't gonna be able to see on your ass. Okay, it's my job, it's my mission, and I'm honored to have it because it's time out because I meant what I said. When I do this and I carry out my mission, you and your babies ain't gonna have to deal with no generational shit baggage that has been passed down through the generations. Okay, at least on my side. I don't know about the other one, so I ain't gonna have. I don't know about the other side. I can only speak for
However
the
that
side
falls.
over here.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
However that
But it's
falls.
important. It's important to have those conversations. It's important to pour back into your family, but pour back in the ways that matter. We be so fixed on, oh yeah, you going to get that new ride? Fuck a ride. Ride don't mean nothing if your soul and your heart is leaking. It can't grow. It's hurting. None of that shit mean nothing. What it mean? All you doing is adding another bill to some shit you gotta pay. What? That ain't no flex.
And this,
So you got a house. What the hell
and
is
this
that?
life,
It means nothing because ain't nobody happy in that motherfucker. So why you got it?
and this,
I'm just being honest with it. I'd rather have a one room shack that when you step in my house, you could feel
you
how
know what?
beautiful, how pleasant, and how peaceful it is. I'd rather have a one room shack. You hear what I'm saying to you?
In
Because
this
it
life,
is
though,
feeling right.
in this life, it's not supposed to be that way. Like this life, in my opinion, right? Because we can talk about all the different dimensions and things like that, or whatever. This being Babylon, blah 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 blah. Right here, it's like a prison. Here on this plane, it's not even like a prison because prisons is like you don't have the choice to do this XYZ, right? So I wouldn't even say that. This is the land of free will, and what you decide to do, prioritize, will be for the rising of yourself or your own demise. You can't not take pride or put all of your everything into things that you can lose. Is it okay to enjoy the things? Yes, obviously. Come on, we human, right? We're spiritual, having a human experience, but it's like the moment that you decide to put all of those things at the forefront of your head and you prioritize that, like that's your bread and butter, you already lost. You already lost.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter how much you have.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter how much money you got in your account, how many cars you got, how many houses you got, properties, whatever. It don't matter.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
It don't. At the end of the day, because when you leave here, you can't take none. Can you pass it down? Sure. But then the people that you pass it down to, they're gonna leave here too.
Correct.
What happens if the whole world just split into four and everybody's houses and stuff and all the cars start going into the abyss of the earth?
But if you pay attention, that's happening now because people have lived and I want to make this clear because I don't want no ninja jumping in my inbox talking shit. I don't want it. I got my sword out ready to cut that head off. I'm gonna say what I said. Now you can agree with it if you want. It's your opinion and it's mine too. But we have allowed the system to dictate how we move. What we believe in, what we feel, the whole 9 yards. Look at it. Look at all the marketing. I could say I want some cheesy Doritos. The next damn commercial on the TV gonna have cheesy Doritos. Oh, I'm just talking what I'm talking about. So look, check this out, right? So if it's just that simple, then why do we spend so much time accumulating shit, but our hearts is black, our minds is dysfunctional, our souls are the lowest vibration that they possibly can be? Why do we spend so much time doing that? You understand what I'm saying? Because why? We want to feel good. Yeah. This realm, where we are now, is about lessons. Yeah. That's what it's about. So we need to get our perspective changed around to understand that it's about building up your soul mission. That's what it's about. Stop worrying about shit that you cannot take with you. You can't. And that's why we live in so many spaces with these different jobs being abused, these different relationships, because we don't want to leave the house. And again, the house don't have no love in it. We don't want to leave the car, but damn, you robbing Paul to pay Peter. You know what I'm saying? You doing all this right here, just for what? What is it called? Image.
And Paul ain't even got it no more. You can't even rob Paul no more because Paul ain't even got it.
Come on. It's a validation. I need your validation. I am praise seeking. Praise seeking. Let me tell you something. I don't walk around and talk about nothing financially or nothing that I have. Nothing that I have. Why? Because don't none of that shit mean nothing. Do I have nice stuff? I do. But you don't hear me talking about it because I already know the day of tomorrow, if that shit go, I'm still going to be the solid individual that I am. I'm going to still know how to what? Self-validate. I'm still going to know how to what? Live in my truth. Be authentic. Have integrity and character. You understand? And that's probably why I have so much shit and I'm blessed so much is because none of that means anything to me. How you see me, how I move, how I show up in your life means more to me than this materialistic shit. I don't care about that. You understand what I'm saying? But that's why you don't hear me on this app or no other app bragging about none of that. Because it don't mean nothing. No, but what I was going to say was our brown culture community is faced with the snaps not being, you know what I'm saying? And listen, I'm sure everybody have come up once upon a time where they have had, to use state assistance to get by. Everybody. And if they tell you not, you was born with a silver spoon in your mouth. Stop lying. Okay? But this is a good example that we cannot depend on the system to take care of us. You've got to change this, and get your soul right. So that the things that you need, good God will provide them for them even in a crisis. Come on, somebody.
Flow naturally to you.
Man, listen. And the only way you're going to be able to stand in that space now, what's happening is that you got a connection with him. If you don't have one with him, I'm going to tell you now, you're going to be around here trying to hit somebody else mama in their head for what she got and she ain't got much. We got to wake up. We got to wake up so that we understand what type of world we're living in. Orange man don't get no shit about you. And we can't say that too much because they're going to block us on the damn app. The system. You understand? The system. You've got to be able to connect with good God so that when this stuff like this happen, people talking about it, oh, what I'm going to do this, and I'm like, okay. Just like ain't nothing going on. Because I know who provides for me. I know who takes care of me. I know who shelters me and protects me. I know who that is. I don't need nobody to tell me none of that. That's proven. Okay? And that's where we got to be at. Because believe it or not, this is just the beginning. Just the beginning. The world system was never made to be able to last forever, y'all. I want y'all to hear me today. It was never designed because all it is an illusion to keep you trapped in a hell that you think you can't get out of. Y'all not hearing me. Y'all better call. Y'all better depend on good God. Hey, I didn't do it right, but I do it right now. Y'all better learn how to depend on good God because I'm telling you, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning.
Keep them feet grounded because I'm telling you, Lord.
Keep them feet grounded. You said that again. And keep your eyes pressed upon the things that's important. But we got to have discipline to do that. If you know you can't afford no $70,000 or $90,000 car food, why would you go get one? Because you can? Because you can? Come on, man. Listen. So again, it's going to take a lot for you to figure out what you need to do, how you need to do it. But the most of all, you got to take care of you. She said, we don't have discipline. Girl, talk about it.
Don't at all. It's sad. It's sad, though.
Yes, sir.
That's
the problem. Yep, that's the problem. We don't have discipline. And guess what? We won't look at things from the right perspective so we can build our discipline. Because why? We're so fixated on flesh, creature comforts. You know, my neighbor, she went and got her a Benz, so I got to go and get me a BMW. She said we also are impatient. Yep, we are impatient, but some stuff just not for us. We have it fixed in our mind that if my neighbor got it, then I should be able to go get it. But your neighbor might be disciplined enough to take care of her business and you ain't. So how is it for you if you don't have no what? Discipline.
And sometimes we want stuff from people and it's not, you don't even know what they have to do to go get it.
I talked about that last week.
Magic Mike's shaking that thing. And I got
that stripper pole, right?
Okay. Use that stripper pole. Listen, I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
She gonna say, baby, I want me a Benz. Go, girl. Listen.
You don't know what she had to do for that?
Listen. Stop. When I had my BMW, let me tell you, the maintenance on that ride, baby, listen. I can't make it up. And that's what I'm talking about. No. I was like, yeah, we finna get rid of this.
I want everything that got my name on it. Every penny, every dime. If it's a penny or a dime that don't got Ashley on it, that ain't my penny or my dime. Yo, Ma, we don't hear you. Yo, Mike. Your mic cut off. That's true though. I don't want a penny more or a penny less that ain't mine. Nope. Oh Lord, where'd she go? I don't even know what we got on this topic, but today's topic was nature and nurture. Your mic back? No. Oh, okay. I'll add her back on. Today's topic was nature or nurture. Different topics on like narcissism, the way that people grow up, how does it shape their human development and their behavior? Is it genetic inheritance or is it experiences in their environment that they grew up in? And that's very important, especially in our community, in our culture. It's very important to talk about. Too many times we don't talk about it. I think it's both. Yep, for sure. I'm more so on the nurture side. And that's probably just based off of my own experiences growing up and everything, especially being in the church and then being a preacher's kid. You know, for everybody on here that don't know, my mom and my dad were ministers. So it was like in church on Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturdays. Yeah, for the majority of the time. Yep. So, you know, for me, I feel like it was more of a nurture thing, you know, but for other people, it is both. So, I'm hoping that she get back on. Though, but we were wrapping it up. I remember young Ashley. Yeah, me too. I remember young Ashley. You know, most days I miss her. You know what I'm saying? I definitely do, but I realized that, you know, I have to grow up and I have to, you know, get out in the world and have experiences of my own, you know, so, yeah. But I'll see you, I'll call you later. Okay, we can talk later. But this is, we just wrapping it up anyway, right here. So, I love y'all. We'll be back on here maybe with another topic, or we will continue with the nature versus nurture topic. I love that topic. I'm in school for psychology right now, so that's all that we talk about, quite honestly. But yeah, if you're looking for us on any other platform, we are on YouTube. So any live recordings that we have here, we record it and then we post it on our YouTube channel. So if you came in at the end, but you wanna, you know what I'm saying, watch it, it'll be there. So on YouTube, our channel is Brown Culture Conversations with an S. Brown Culture Conversations. We talk about everything brown culture, all topics: abandonment, narcissism, abuse, detachment, everything that you can think of. And so we'll also be opening up the panel here really soon for people to come on. We kind of wanted to do that today a little bit, but then the topics just got good, and then the conversations just got good, so we just kept going. But we love y'all interactions. We love how y'all been rocking with us. We literally love y'all. So thank you for, you know, coming on here, spending your Saturday with us. We go live every Saturday at 2 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. 2 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. And yeah, we're pretty much on here for about an hour or so. And so, yep, next week, meet us back here. Yep, and we'll be doing the same thing. Brown Culture Conversations, okay? Love y'all, and we'll see y'all in the next live. Peace.